Good Sunday evening, everybody. Thanks for stopping in. Special later edition, 8 hours later than normal on Sundays. Coffee has been conveniently set aside this evening in favor of a nice brew. So we hope you got yours. We hope you are looking forward to a little bit of baseball here on the day that many of you that are football fans as well are just as excited about, if not more. But we'll hope to keep your baseball interest strong as we get ready to do some fluffy kitty ninjas here tonight.
Let's go while we're young.
Speaking of young, I am not as young as I used to be, and doing these birthday parties for the kids gets tougher and tougher, you know? That when you're also planning, you're about 18, 20 hours away from being on a plane. Early flight Tuesday morning, can't wait. Clutch Hits LC, thank you for hitting that follow button to get us started off. We have been heckled, which means it's time for us to transition. Let's go!
Welcome. Come in. Fresh victims for my ever-growing army of the undead.
Sir, you have to let go of the button.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Good evening. Welcome. It is the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas Show, the home of the eMLB universe, and it is nice to have you here on a rare Sunday night edition of the FKN. Well, again, we had to preempt a little bit because of the birthday party of Gokamish. She turned 9 last Thursday, and we did this celebration today. Bouncy house and all, pizza party, and a pretty fancy friggin' cake, if you tell me. I didn't even think of posting it in the Discord. So, I'm gonna do that right this moment. This thing was huge. Kokamish's birthday cake. Rob Deere in the headlights, thank you very much, sir. 11 months sub. Now, have you been hanging out here that long? Has it been that long since I said that's one of my favorite names on all of Twitch? Dear Lord, time flies when we're having fun, apparently. So, Rob, thank you very much for doing that. Appreciate it. Posted the picture in the Discord for those of you who wanted to see. I bet you can't guess the theme of the party. You'd never be able to tell. You'd never be able to tell. Never. At all. Oh, dear Lord. Cake was fun. It was good. But now, it's time for other things with yeast in it. And time to do what we enjoy is fun. Yeah, there's the Discord. Nersha, thank you very much for hitting the follow or hitting the Discord to let people know where they can find it. Let's get this going. Hi, Sam. How are you today? I think we're still waiting to see if you will be creating a player, if I remember correctly. Speaking of our upcoming draft, will be happening about a month from now, real life time, as we are finalizing and getting that done. I've got a lot of work to do because I probably only have about a third of the draft completed, but I am working on it pretty aggressively, hoping it will be done pretty soon. Thank you, Grumpy. You just reminded me. I forgot. How rude of me, because I've been doing it all day already. Let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty. Pronounced with Humpty. No, wrong. Wrong moment there. I went down the wrong road. No, what I meant to say was I am the Kabish. My friends will call me LB, and my wife will call me four-letter words, or at least she has the right to call me that because, well, she earns it. Everyone else has to be nice, so we ask you, as always around here, be like Blockbuster, be kind, rewind. I'm old enough to remember it. If you are too, then you know what I mean. But professional dads around here, so we ask you never to act like any of the childs. So, in the immortal words of the highly overpaid censor around here...
Watch your language, you bud. We're on the air.
That guy, he's always got to get his 2 cents in. Ah. Sean Paxlayer says, what? Why isn't there a ball of yarn next to your name, Grumpy? Here you go. Boom. There you are. Very well done. Thank you, as always, Sean Paxlayer. Sincerely appreciate it. Doing it. Loving the coverage of your guy. Yes, that is good stuff. Jason Hillman coming in as well, 19 months sub. Now, we always like to say this. Jason's known me a heck of a lot longer than 19 months. Jason is one of our few that's still on, we can count it on one hand, unfortunately. But we can count some people that are still day one people, and Jason Hillman is one of those, meaning he's been around since July 19th of 2000. Yeah, 22 years ago when eMLB first came to be. He was one of our day one GMs. He's still here. Wow. That either says something for him or me. It probably means we're committed, but we'll leave it up to you to determine if we're committed to what we're doing here or if we need one of those nice white huggy jackets. I don't know. We'll let you decide. But we thank you, Jason, for doing the tier 1 sub. Hello, Dish. Hello, everybody. Nice to have you here. Again, a rare Sunday night stream. Programming note. So, if you did not know, if you're not in the Discord, you might not know that yours truly is leaving on a jet plane. I know when I'll be back again. And all that good stuff. Tuesday, I am gone on what is officially just it's a vacation, but officially it's a honeymoon. My wife and I are going on our 6-year anniversary. We've never done the honeymoon yet. All the kids just could not leave them alone at that time. So we finally can do so, and there you go. Yes, I'm trying to get DCMA warnings. Whatever the frig a DCMA is, I don't know. But I'm also trying not to get a DMCA. I'm just giving you a hard time, Tim. At least I can spell your name right, Sharpie. So I will be, this is the last sim. I was originally planning to reconvene a couple days after I returned, but you know, it is so important for me to make sure that the draft is as pristine and as well polished as you guys that have been around here a long time know. For those of you who have not been here to see it before, maybe one of our guys will be kind enough to share a link from our YouTube channel of one of our previous drafts so that you can get a little bit of a taste of what it is that we put together here. There is the YouTube channel. Again, doesn't cost you a dime to be a part of the eMLB universe on YouTube. Be notified on when new content, including shows like this, as well as when our brand new podcast done by our Here's Why You're Wrong team and our eMLB Insider podcast. Yeah, 2 different podcasts done by members of our community that you can find exclusively on our YouTube channel. That is good enough reason to hit that subscribe button right there. Yes, pretty impressive. Not just names on a chart, lots of content. That's what we try to do around here. This is well, we're always perfectionists, so we're going to always try to keep working on this. But this is pretty much what we wanted eMLB, and it's why we do the slower pace, where on average 2 sim weeks get done for every 1 real life week. So it might be slow for some people, particularly our community that might be wanting to see their players. But other than that, just sub to the YouTube channel. Glad that you're there. Plenty of content for you to see, especially again our friends from Here's Why You're Wrong and the eMLB Insider podcast. Not to mention drama, players fielding grounders in the parking lot. It's awesome, especially the players fielding the grounders in the parking lot. All right, so again, this is going to be officially our last sim until 2 weeks. So I have officially decided I'm going to delay next Thursday's stream. Thursday the 22nd would be the stream when I return, but I'm going to be exhausted from an audit that is going to come to me right as soon as I get done with my honeymoon vacation. So I would like that time to decompress. And I'm also going to use that time to do all the final catch-up I need to do, as I started denting that today. But I can't really do it as well as I want to because of the audit period, and the packing. But so I will take a little extra time, and that time is going to be focused to having the draft as ready as possible. Those few extra days will be a huge plus, because I am putting a lot of individual people into the pool itself. Hey, real quick question. I see Jay Silvera giving a thumbs up. Hello to you. Is that the Jay Silvera who's part of our awesome mods that does a lot of the work in the on the forums, doing a lot of stadiums? Because if so, you rock. We like you. We're glad you're here. Nice to have you here. Even if you're not, nice to have you here. Oh, that's Sylvan. But I thought the name was the same, though. I thought that's his nickname, moniker that he goes by. But you know better than I would, Dish. Again, I don't go on the forums enough. But again, I love all of our content creators that do the mods. We're going to rely on them heavily here as we get ready to do the expansion. Les Expos are coming back to eMLB. They've last been seen 18 real-life years ago. But they will be back.
"11 months. Happy to be here, Pound. Enjoy your time off, my friend."
Happy to be here, Pound. Yep. Screw you, text-to-speech. Thank you, Minerva, for the 11-month tier 1. We appreciate that. As we were just talking about, we are bringing back the Montreal Expos for our new season to take place next year. We're going to add 2 teams to the majors. Team number 31 will be Les Expos. They will be back. They're going to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger. They'll be back. First time in 18 years that they have been inside an eMLB universe. And team number 32, to be named soon. We will announce it on the other side of my vacation as we get a little more focused on it. League is going to change completely. We're going to have 4 divisions, 2 in each league, 8 teams per division, 32 total teams will be in the majors. So we're going to rely on those mod programs very much, including the schedule, to make sure we can get a 32-team, 162-game schedule. We're going to work closely with our competition committee to get that running and efficient as soon as possible. But we got to get through the draft. We've got to get through my vacation, and especially my audit. Ugh, real life stinks, I tell you. Yes, city name, team nickname is going to be team number 32. And Les Expos retournent. Indeed. All right. Let's talk today's baseball. So we've got a 7-day sim, 7 days, a full week is what we get doing around here. By the way, happy 6th anniversary / honeymoon / bouncy house birthday for Goat Kamish. I think she enjoyed And if you haven't seen yet, you want to see the awesome cake done by our local bakery for our Grogu-themed birthday party that we did today. Go check it out in the Discord. What a heck of a cake. It was pretty tasty too, but man, I hated eating it. You know, it looks so pretty. All right, so we got 1 day done so far, leading up to today's game of the day. We got a good one for you. It will be the Baltimore Orioles coming in to take on the Detroit Tigers. Or not, because Mark apparently has a broken computer, network, something. Get fiber. I just got fiber. I didn't even mention one of the biggest pluses I just added on Thursday on Last Sim. I blinked and the freaking file was already uploaded to you guys. I was like, so what? I wanted to pay attention to it, but I didn't realize it'd be that fast. Yeah, Mark just set himself up. Brendan wants to manage both sides. I don't think that'll go over very well. Something tells me your internet is being hijacked by Minerva. You know, and like, hey, remember 2025? Psych. Bullpen shredded. Yeah, he'll pull each pitcher after 1 inning. Oh boy. So now what do we do if Mark can't manage his game? What I do? Oh, nothing. You DDoSing Mark's internet? I'm kidding, guys. None of that is happening. I think. Anyway, while we figure that out, let's look at what happened on day 1 that's already taken place, a shorter Monday in the universe, starting with the Braves taking on the Jays in some interleague action. Braves come out on top, 7-3 winners in that one. Austin Riley hit his 16th home run on the year. I think you're right, ABC. I believe it's June. It depends on what the league you're in right offhand. If you are in the file, I think you can check yourself. I forget if you access the file yourself. The Indians will defeat the Rays 6-4. Don Erickson, the recent acquiree from Milwaukee, will hit his 7th home run on the year. 4th as a member of the tribe, hitting 250, about 100 points higher than he was before his trade to Milwaukee. That is Kyle Hendricks, the 36-year-old, getting his 2nd win on the year. The Angels will defeat the White Sox by scoring 5 runs in the last 2 innings to win that game 6-5 over the White Sox as the pen completely implodes on the White Sox. That is Matthew Lugo and Andrelton Simmons with home runs. Simmons, his 3rd on the year, and he's now 6 hits away from hitting 2,000 career hits. The Athletics. Where's Kenny Lindbergh? Is he here to say, holy crap, the Athletics are a threat now? Athletics will win against the Mariners 7-2. Steve Farron and Jordan Grohan with home runs in that one. Frankie Montas earning his 2nd win on the season. Download from time to time. No action since the Dominican Winter League. So figure, well, it wasn't Dominican. It was from Mexico this year. Figure was just needing to wait till some minor league date. All good. You'll try to be patient. I know. It's hard in those low levels so far. Yeah, we can't let Tim Lowry have managerial control tonight if Mark cannot go. Let's see. The Astros will take on the Marlins and win 10-2. Matt Chapman, Patrick Bailey, Mike Moeller, and Gaetano Tiscarinha. I'm getting better at saying his name. 4 home runs for the Astros in that one. Josh Kath will get his 6th as a member of the Marlins. Diamondbacks are starting to turn it around as they will defeat the Mets 8-2. Jared Southern earning his 3rd win on the year. Slick Nick Ahmed. Man, that guy just finds a way to keep on playing, doesn't he? Nothing sensational, just consistent, just enough to be a factor. Nick Ahmed, now 36 years old, gets a second home run of the year with the D-backs. Brewers will defeat the Padres 11-5. We had 4 home runs on the day, including number 20 from Nolan Arenado. Are you kidding me, Nolan? 20 home runs for him. 3 more home runs. That was Russell Burke. We had Phil Aiken and Mike Ciani, each with home runs. But Yuna Kim did hit a home run for the Pods in the loss. So she'll tell Dad, why are we losing, Dad, when I hit home runs? Dad. Final game on the schedule is the Giants defeating the Dodgers 8-4. That's a battle for first place in the National League West. Matty Toke and Bo Bichette getting home runs in that one. Ethan Candela becomes the league's first 8-game winner this season. That is where we have played thus far. Again, this is day 2 of the sim that we will be watching. There are 5 more days to be simmed afterwards, but they will all be done off stream. And if for any reason you want to get more involved in the eMLB universe, join us in our Discord. That is the place. If you're here, you're only watching one game out of many, and you're not hearing all the great content and stories that are being told by our guys. So join us in the eMLB universe on the Discord. Get the full eMLB experience. And if you're looking to have your player, this is the time. Right now is the time to consider making your player for the eMLB upcoming draft. Because if you don't, you could be waiting 6 months for the next time that the draft will come around, because that's about the pace of how we run things. So let's get you in there. That monster about to get a lot scarier. Gee, I wonder what Ben could be talking about. You'll find out, but it's better if you're in the Discord. Meanwhile, day 2 action. Braves will take on the Jays one more time. This time, Ian Anderson is expected to get the ball for the Braves. Bodie Raskin is going to be the Jays pitcher. That is an afternoon game from the Rogers Center today, this Tuesday, May 19th. It is the Rays taking on the Tribe from Progressive. The sidearm slinger Nick Sandlin to the hill. Not a good start this year for him. He is going to take on one of the best mustaches in the league, Alex Doc Luger. Doc to the hill, 3-4 with a 4.37 ERA for the Rays. Rays surprisingly find themselves 3 games under 500 at this point, and 5 games under 500 on the road. That has been their Achilles. We'll see if they can turn that one around. Another interleague game, Phillies will be taking on the Rangers from Globe Life Field. Brian Abreu still looking for his first decision on the year. Cole Winn will oppose him. Mid-5 ERA for Cole, 2-3 on the season. Orioles and Tigers is our game of the day. We'll come back to this one. Onward to the Yankees taking on the Royals from Kauffman Stadium. Crazy coach Corbin Coe gets the start in that one. He's 5-1, takes his first loss as a member of the Royals. He will try to turn that back around and get back to the winning ways. Davy Garcia, meanwhile, 1-5 so far with an ERA 7.57. Man, that's like the Yankee season just going down in flames. I shouldn't use a reference like that where I'm going to be on a plane in 18 hours, should I? Yeah, probably not. No, I said 18 hours. I mean 30 hours. Do your math, Kamish. But I'm in a rush to get on the plane, apparently. Rockies will take on the Twins from Letarge. Joel Machado, 0-4, 6.57 ERA. You think he's had enough of Colorado at this point with how that's going. Emerson Hancock, 4-2, 2.28 ERA. He will be on the hill as the Twins. Is Kamish doing us a note? Dear God, please no. Kamish going to be sitting on the tarmac for a while, especially if I go there about 18 hours earlier. Sam, so you want a player. The good news is you are already eligible for a player because in chat you'll notice that ball of yarn right next to your name. So when you've got the ball of yarn, that means someone's already paved the way for you to be in. Join us in our Discord. Here's what it says. Join us in our Discord. There is a section that someone can guide you in to create the player, and then you can send that player over to me. We'll get you in. You will be part of our upcoming draft festivities. We'll see which team of the 30 will draft you, and then you can start to tell your story so that we can tell yours on nights like this. As we said, Twins, Rockies, onward. White Sox will take on the Angels. John Duran is 2-2 on the year, but Shula Sean Clisby, what a heck of a start for him for the Angels. 5-0, 1.55 ERA. He'll try to improve on what is already near perfection. Clisby taking on the White Sox at 10:07 out in Anaheim. Athletics will take on the Mariners. Daniel Vilches is trying to get his first win on the year. He hasn't pitched terrible, though. Mid-3 ERA on a team 17 games under 500. That's the problem. Ryan Shaw, Community Credit Player of Orbit 1717. He gets the ball for the Mariners. 3-2 with a 4.15 ERA. To the National League we go, and hey, more interleague, because why not? Astros taking on the Marlins. Garrett Cole has been looking pretty good in his days with Miami. 2-1 with a 4.62 ERA. Corbin Martin will try to outduel him today, looking for win number 5. ERA 4.26 for him. Astros will be looking for win number 30 on the year. The Nationals will take on the Pirates. We hear a lot of movement starting to take place in Pittsburgh. Don't know if that means they're selling the ship or what have you. After an amazing 9-0 start, they have gone 8-21 since. Cody Koshin will try to improve on that. 1-3 with an ERA just under 6. Ty Madden is perfect. 5-0, 3.98. He will try to keep it going for the world champions in Pittsburgh tonight at 7:05. Cubs will take on the Reds. Lance McCullers on the hill for the Reds. Bill Sullivan opposing him for the Cubs. Both teams are just over 20 games on the year for wins. Red Sox have been heading in the right direction despite a very shaky starting rotation. Pablo Lopez will try to improve on that. Jonathan Stever, though, has had a great start this year for St. Louis. He's 3-0 with a 2.66 ERA. 8:15 start from Busch Stadium in that one. A rematch of the 2004 World Series. Mets will take on the Diamondbacks. Madison Bumgarner 1-4 for the Mets. Juan DePaulo 1-4 for the Diamondbacks. We'll see if one of those can change for the better. That's an 8:40 start in the desert at Chase Field. Padres taking on the Brewers. Walker Buehler on the hill looking for win number 5. Mackenzie Gore will oppose him. He's 2-3 on the year. That's a 10-10 start from Petco Park. Finally, behind my big old head, Giants and the Dodgers will battle again for the lead in the majors, in the American League West, we should say. Jandy Ronson, Community Credit Player of Danny B. Smith Jr., 6-0, 3.26 ERA. He will go against Jody Winters for the Dodgers, who's 3-1 with an ERA just under 5. Music is just a tad loud. There we go, that's a little bit. Want to hear it, but not hear it that much. Still have not heard from Danny, so we're hoping for the best. Meanwhile, Tim, I see your +3. That's your second +3 boost in the last 2 sims. Or last 2 streams, I should say. I see you must have lots of hairballs. You gotta clean your house. You got a lot of hairballs hanging up there, my friend. All right, quick sip of beer in case you're wondering what's the choice tonight. I strayed away from Oktoberfest because I had that earlier today. It will be, oh dear God, blue screen of doom. Let me put my head here and see if that helps. It's Miss B's Blueberry Ale from Moat Mountain. This one is pretty good. You can just smell the hint of blueberries coming off of it. It is my preferred one, even more than Sea Dog's Blueberry Ale that they offer. So again, Miss V's Blueberry Ale from Moat Mountain Brewery is Commission's choice of beer tonight. Moat Mountain, M-O-A-T, like a moat, moatmountain.com if you want to check out the lineup of beer that they've got to offer. I'll wait for your real life to calm down before I send over boots. Gotcha. I appreciate that. Boots are made for walking and contact and power and defense. Right? All right, let's get this game of the day started, provided no rainouts and maybe better internet from Mark. Well, no rainout, so there's one good sign. Over to Baltimore. No changes on your end, Brendan? Brendan 3499 is Brendan McGuirk. He is your Baltimore Orioles general manager as well as manager for tonight's game for the Orioles. No changes, he says. All right. Quick peek at the bullpens as you guys want to factor this in regards to determining your bets this evening, starting with Ryan Borucki. Yes, Medrano at second base on a game of the night stream. Second consecutive stream that the Orioles have been on where Medrano is featured. Ryan Borucki, last pitching 4 days ago, gave up 3 hits and 1 earned run. ERA just north of 5 and 15 2/3 innings for his first appearance as an Oriole. Remember, Borucki, the 32-year-old, has not been in eMLB since 2023. Archie Bradley just got picked off the scrap heap back on May 13th. He has not pitched this season. The longtime Diamondback and Colorado Rocky, last seen playing with a 3.70 ERA for the Rocks. Gotta think that means he's still got something to offer. Orioles are giving him a shot. They have just sent designated Kelvin Herrera, who was 3 strikeouts away from 900 in his career. Kelvin Herrera, as well as Tanner Rainey, have been designated for assignment to allow for Bradley and tonight's starter, Gene Hughes. Franklin Guillaume. Guillaume last pitching 3 days ago back on the 16th. 1 inning of work, 2 hits, 1 walk allowed during that time. 5 saves on the year for the 30-year-old from the Dominican. It's his 3rd year with the Orioles. So far, the 4.19 ERA is about a run higher than where he was in 2024. Zach Lothar, the lefty, 1-2 with a 5.4 ERA to this point. Little shaky. More walks have been allowed. Never been known to be a strikeout pitcher at all, but he's given up more bombs as well as walks. It hasn't been a good recipe. Still plenty of season left for Lothar, but he'll want to improve on what he's done. He's just turned 30 years old at the end of last month. Nick Margevicius was a busy guy here recently. He pitched 3 innings, giving up 3 hits, 1 earned run, a walk, and 3 strikeouts over the back-to-back span. Did earn his second K in his last second save, I should say, in his last appearance. ERA consistent about where he has done, but of course we saw him back on May 11th in the World Series rematch. Washington lost that game 6-5, but it didn't look good when Washington had 3 runs early against Margevicius. Jim Silla, the lefty, mid-4 ERA in his first season as an Oriole, already 30 innings of work, so he's getting a lot of work. His walks have improved, but the home runs have been allowed a little more. Last year, he allowed 10 total home runs in over 114 innings of work. So far, he's halfway to that home run tally in about a quarter of the time. That is not a good formula. We'll see if Jim Silla can improve on that. The answer, Jorge Soto. the regularly used player. Last pitched a couple days ago through 2 pitches to get a third of an out. 4-0 with 2 saves on the year, an ERA of 2.76. 23-year-old from Florida that works in a variety of roles with this team. He doesn't care. He just wants the ball whenever he can get it. And finally, Trevor Stephen, the once promising starter, one-time ace for these Athletics several years back, has found himself falling from grace and relegated to bullpen duty. He might have found his niche here, though, save for his last 2 appearances. His last 6 innings of work, he's given up 6 earned runs and 5 walks during that time. Probably don't expect Stefan, that's right, it's Stefan, to get today's appearance. Over to the Tigers. Mark, any changes that you want to make here at all? Mark, I know the one change you originally wanted Griffin Roberts to act as an opener today. A game wants to push Dustin May on us, so I'll switch that. But other than that, is there any other change that you would want to make? Bullpen lineup looks as you had requested, with the exception of Bregman in as the DH today for Ketel Marte. Mark, can you send me a whisper, please? I'm waiting for confirmation from you. I saw him, as I was asking for him, join in on a boss battle, but now he's gone. You're trying, okay? All right, so I will ask the obvious question. Mark, do you pay for your own internet, or do you siphon off of your neighbor? Inquiring minds want to know. I don't know why, but I don't know if you've ever seen The Guild. One of the people always used to do that. There we go. Okay, thank you. Bullpen in the case of the Tigers is fully rested, with the exception Griffin Canning, Carson Palmquist. Palmquist had pitched 31 pitches a couple days ago, but he's still listed as rested. He'll just be on shorter relief. Canning is a little healthier, though, pitching 34 pitches a couple days ago at 85%. Other than that, everybody else is rested. So Detroit has more options in the bullpen for this particular game. picturing like 10 extension cords hanging out of a side window at Jurassic Park's place. I don't mean to pick on him, but it just seemed like a funny reference at the moment with the Wi-Fi problem. All right, gang, we're hoping this will be a well-managed game. We don't want to we don't want to take what in essence is going to be a 2-week vacation from streaming because of the extra time I'll take off when I return. I return on basically Tuesday night, but I will skip the Thursday stream because I've got an audit that day and I will be mentally exhausted. But I will use that time to play catch up and get some more players into the draft pool. So this is our last stream for 2 weeks. Let's make it a good one. Tonight's eMLB game of the night, powered by the Out of the Park 23 baseball system, where eMLB has had several universes spanning out, going all the way back to Out of the Park Baseball 5. Tonight, the commish is fueled by Moat Mountain Miss V's Blueberry Ale. 4.9% alcohol content, nice flavor to it, and a nice blueberry aroma if you're into that thing. And of course, you're watching us live on a rare Sunday night edition of the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show. Or you could be watching us on our YouTube channel, which doesn't cost you a thing. Hit the follow button there so you don't only get access to these stories, you can watch our future YouTube shorts coming. And of course, the amazing podcast by our community. You're into aroma. We'll talk about shifts in 24 in the future for sure, Tim. Tonight, the Orioles come into this one game ahead of the Red Sox in the American League East. They're still holding serve, but they find themselves challenged as they come into tonight's game with a 7-10 record in the month of May. Leading off, anyone but Madrano. No, Anthony Madrano. I'm sorry. It was PTSD there. Tony Madrano, though, has hits in 3 of his last 4 games. He will lead it off over at second base tonight. The suspense. Nick Spence has been a hitter this year. 4-game hit streak, hitting .389 over that span. The 24-year-old will bat second over at short. Buster Bluth, the former number 1 overall pick in 2019, 2 home runs away from 100 in his career. 26-year-old will bat third over at third tonight. Ryan McKenna, 11 of 14 home runs last season alone were in against left-handed pitchers. McKenna tonight has 2 home runs, both against lefties. He will be the cleanup batter in left field tonight. The Berwick, Maine native waiting for Framber Valdez to come aboard. Michael Busch on the road hitting .241 on the year, which is the better place that he likes to play, in 87 at bats so far this year. He'll be at first base batting 5th. Ray Ornelas is in center field batting 6th, hitting .303 in the month of May. He'll be 6th in center field. Will Smith is your catcher tonight. 8-game hitting streak coming into this one with a 16-game on-base streak as well. Batting 7th behind the plate. Khalil Lee is your DH in tonight's game. .320 average for the month of May coming into this one. He'll bat 8th as the DH. George Springer has been nursing a stiff back. He's day-to-day, but good to go for tonight. He'll be in right field, batting 9th. 0 for 7 lifetime against Griffin Roberts, but don't expect he will face Roberts tonight. Gene Hughes from Peabody, Massachusetts is making his eMLB debut tonight. The 7th round selection in 2021 out of Wheeler High School in Providence, Rhode Island. For AAA Norfolk this year, he was 4-3 with a 2.14 ERA and a 0.88 WHIP. They think he's ready. He will make his major league debut tonight. Last season with Gwinnett, he was 13-8 and a 3.8 ERA. Hughes, part of the Alex Verdugo trade this offseason. We'll see if that trade starts paying off dividends for the Orioles beginning tonight. For the Tigers, coming into this one, they have been in a struggle of late. They have lost 3 in a row. They are at home now where they hope cooking can be better, but it hasn't thus far this year. 6-10 coming into the season to this point. Riley Green will be in right field. He has hits in 5 of his last 6. He will lead off in right field in this one. Michael Brooks, the amazing glove, is at short, but he also is bringing it offensively. 7-game hit streak, hitting .383 in the month of May. Brooks batting second at short. Byron Buxton, 11 home runs on the year, excuse me, but the month of May has not been kind to him. He's hitting under 200, but he's still a .281 hitter here at Comerica Park. He'll be in center batting third tonight. Cedric Mullins still looking for his first home run on the year, but he has been improving of late, hitting in 5 of his last 6. He will bat as the cleanup hitter in left field tonight. Keibert Ruiz has not enjoyed success at the plate this year. In his last 5, though, he is improving 4 of his last 17 with 2 homers, 4 RBI. The Venezuelan is batting 5th and catching. Mason Wynn is at third while Bobby Witt is injured. Just had a 7-game hit streak ended, so he's capitalized on his opportunities. He'll bat 6th over at third. Livan Soto is batting 7th. Tough May for him. He'll try to turn it around. He's the first baseman tonight. Alex Bregman having a good month of May. .310 average to improve his average to .235 on the year. The Albuquerque, New Mexico native, now 32 years old, will bat 8th as the DH. Finally, Dexter Morgan. Jay Kuhn, hello, I see you out in the chat. 22-year-old, number 6 overall selection from Penn State. The 2025 Gold Glove, not enjoying success at the plate, just a .146 average this month of May. He will try to do better tonight. Griffin Roberts will get the open this evening. The 29-year-old Richmond, Virginia native, making his second open of the season. 2-1, 2.51 ERA, 1.19 whip to this point. He is making his 199th career appearance this evening. Morgan's just sizing up his next victim. There's probably a lot of truth to that. All right. Most of you know what you're doing. If you don't, you've heard the lineups for today. Now you can put your bets in. If you haven't bet yet, now's the time to do so. If you hear my voice, well, you can do so. Here's what you do. Do it like you just saw Jamie do in chat. Put down a team, Baltimore or Detroit. Include a number. The number you choose is how many runs you think the winning team will score. If you put your bet in between now and before the end of the first inning and you are right at the end of the game, you're going to win 75 balls of yarn for picking the right team. You put that bet in during the second inning, you can still win, but it's only 50 balls of yarn. Last chance to win balls of yarn this evening will be before the third out of the third inning, where you'll get 25 balls of yarn. Remember, you pick the wrong team, it sets you back 25 balls of yarn. That's not a terrible thing, though. And then, of course, the number doesn't care which team you pick. It only cares if you were right or wrong. If you're wrong, no worries. It doesn't hurt you. But if you're right, boom, 50 balls of yarn bonus. So even if you pick the wrong team, you'll be a winner. That is important. Why you want balls of yarn after all? Well, you're a fluffy kitty ninja, right? That means that you enjoy playing with your balls, don't you?
That's what she said.
Truth. But if you have your balls of yarn, that allows you to improve your player. So Balls of yarn, the currency of the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show, the lifeblood of the eMLB universe. For every 1,000 balls of yarn you've got, you can trade them in and you can get a boost and work on your player, make them better than they were before. You can rebuild them. They will be stronger, faster. Sorry, it's not the $6 million man, is it? Or the Bionic Woman. Anywho, if you like to really play with your balls and wait until you have 5,000 balls of yarn, you can trade them in by using exclamation mega, which means you can summon Lion-O and the Lord of the rest of the Thundercats. They are the cousins of the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas, and they will come in and beat some butt because samurai dogs don't know how to summon Mumra, at least to this point. Let's hope he never do, because man, wouldn't that be an awful boss battle? Because yikes. Yeah, guys, you haven't even discovered Falcor yet. Imagine what Mumra could be. Anywho, let's get to this game. We've talked long enough. On we go to Comerica Park for tonight's eMLB Game of the Night. Welcome to Comerica Park for tonight's game between the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers. Last eMLB game of the night for 2 weeks before I go on vacation. Let's have a fun one. Thank you for your attendance this evening. Let's look at the defensive alignments here for the Tigers before we get it underway. Cedric Mullins is in left field in this one. Byron Buxton, Gold Glove winner, is in center field, and Riley Green is in right field. Mason Wynn is your third baseman with Michael Brooks over at short, the Gold Glove winning Dexter Morgan over at second, and Livan Soto is at first. Behind the dish tonight is Keber Ruiz, and on the hill is Griffin Roberts. Just had a client call and I said, call me before 5. It's 7 and they're calling. Go figure. 29-year-old Griffin Roberts from Richmond, Virginia. It is his second start on the season, 16th appearance overall for him, and again, appearance number 199 of his career. He is 2-1 with a 2.51 ERA to this point. He has 14 and a third innings of work. He's given up 8 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 home runs have been allowed, while walking 9 and striking out an impressive 25 this season. Roberts throws mid-90s with a sinker-cutter combination for fastballs. He'll work in a blistering slider and a changeup. I'd say pretty much every single pitch he throws has the potential to be a decent out pitch. Roberts is ready to go. The 5-year veteran, former first-round pick by the Cardinals in 2018 from Wake Forest University. He's ready. We'll get this game underway as the 26-year-old Bellflower, California native, Anthony Madrano, will come into the box. Madrano enjoying some good success here of late, up to a 273 average on the year with no home runs and 4 RBI. All right, instructions are in, and as a reminder, or if you've never been here before, you're watching a live managed online league game. I am just the commish. I don't run either team. I don't make the managerial decisions. I am the button presser and the storyteller here. Hey! To your TIE Fighters! Cavacom is raiding with his usually long Sundays with his perfect team playoffs. He is done, and he is so kind to drop everyone over here. Hey, Kava, how did you do this week on Perfect Team Playoffs? That's the question. I don't play Perfect Team. I barely dabble in it, so I'm curious, but at the same time, you guys will never face my team so that you can have bragging rights. All right, so as we were saying, this is a live managed game. When no one's on base, we go right to the result. When runners are aboard, we'll go pitch by pitch so the managers can tell the story a lot deeper. Brendan 3499, again, Brendan McGuirk is your Baltimore Orioles GM and manager, and Mark Becker, Jurassic Mark 13 in chat, is your Detroit Tigers GM and manager. Instructions are in. Let's get our last game off, our last stream for 2 weeks here before I go on vacation, honeymoon, and get stressed out from an audit. Cheers, everybody. I might drink more of these tonight. Thank you. Let's get this game going. Gotta wait for the long text. First pitch from Roberts will start us off, and right away into left field. Medrano sends it down the line for a hit. This will make it save all the way to the wall. Medrano's going to turn for two as Mullins throws that in, but no chance to get him at second. That's a leadoff double for Tony Medrano. For one pitch, one double. Told you Medrano's feeling it, now hitting 4 of his last 5. 3-game hitting streak for him, third double on the season for Medrano. Runners aboard, and that puts in the ever-dangerous Nick Spence, Community Credit Player of the Elder Nacho. Spence hitting .347 this year with 9 home runs and 25 runs batted in. eMLB, the new beer and whiskey league. Yeah. First pitch from Roberts finds its way in there at the knees. Strike one. Spence, a third-round draft pick back in 2021 by Clearwater Central Catholic in Clearwater, Florida. The 0-1 to him. He will swing at the changeup and gets fooled, but he dribbles it to the right side and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Spence has been feeling it in this month of May, up to a .361 average in the month with 2 homers and 8 RBI. Those 2 home runs, well, he's got 102 career home runs now in the majors. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, goes after that nasty slider, and he goes down.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Well, more often than not, we can expect that from Spence, but not this time. Griffin Roberts, who's always electric with the strikeouts, rings up his first tonight. We've got 1 out. Medrano still stuck at second. Anyone not think that Bluth and Spence are both in the top 10 in the eMLB? That's a good question. It's crowded up there, though. It is. But Bluth, the number 1 overall selection in the 2019 draft, comes in now, 26-year-old from Sacramento, California, hitting .324 this year with 5 home runs and 21 runs batted in. Boss battle, I jump in on those so we can get Fluffy going. First pitch from Roberts to Bluth is on the inside corner, just gets a piece of it. Ooh, that's a nasty pitch from Roberts. Strike one. The 0-1. Checks the swing. They're going to appeal. They say no, he did not go. It's a 1-ball, 1 strikeout. Roberts, the Virginian, his 5th year in the majors, started off with the Tampa Bay Rays, finds his way over to Detroit. The 1-1, slow slider, comes too far in. It's a 2-ball, 1 strike count. Yep, you got to think Brendan losing one of his top 2 pitchers, being the nutball Jim Reed for the entire year from the playoffs last year, was going to be an uphill battle, but so far still holding serve in the American League East as the leading top team. The 2-1. Gets the outside corner, nasty slider. Boy, got a little benefit of the doubt on that call. It's a 2-2 pitch coming up.
What?
Now, Fooey. It's only Hong Kong Fooey. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Tries to get him away with the slider again, but misses outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes with Medrano at second. 1 out. Just underway here on a rare evening game on a Sunday night. The 3-2 pitch. Swings and fouls that one off. It will find the seats. Full count pitch coming up again. The 3-2 one more time. To right field, pretty well struck. Going back is Green, looking up, but this one's about 4 rows deep. It's a 2-run homer, Buster Bluth. Buster Bluth unloads on that pitch, and he will send it deep into the Detroit atmosphere. Excuse me. That is his 99th career home run, and he'll make it a 2-0 ball game. That's why he's a #1 overall selection. Again, signed a 7-year extension to stay in Baltimore. And he just unloads his 6th home run on the season to give the Orioles an early 2-0 lead. Here come some of the bets now. That'll put Ryan McKenna into the box. McKenna, the 29-year-old from Berwick, Maine, comes in hitting .275 this season. 2 home runs and 11 RBI. The 0-2 pitch. Call looking with the strike 3 slider. Nasty pitch. Roberts recovers well from the Bluth home run. He gets his 2nd strikeout on the day. We've now got 2 outs here in the top of the 1st. That'll put in Michael Bush, the first baseman, the 28-year-old from Inner Grove Heights, Minnesota, hitting .227 on the year with 7 home runs, 17 runs batted in. .3-2 pitch from Roberts. Just misses low, ball 4. He tried to strike out the side, but too far down low. Didn't miss by much, though, but did not get the call. Runner at first, and Ray Ornelas from Mexico. Looking like Thundercats time. It's getting there. We'll see if Lion-O gets summoned at least once this evening. Ray Ornelas, the 25-year-old from Mirandas, Mexico, comes in hitting .231 on the year. 4 home runs and 13 runs batted in. Hey, Andrew. First pitch, he will swing. It's a lazy shot to center field. Coming in hard as Buxton will get there and makes the catch for the final out. Thank you, Sandier, for doing the clips. Again, we want clips of highlights as we're looking to move those over to YouTube here in the near future. Long story on the Thundercats. When you use the Mega Boost command with the balls of yarn, JC, you'll hear Lion-O in the background. Side is retired. Half an inning in the books. Buster Bluth hits his 99th career home run, his 6th on the year, to give the Orioles an early 2-0 lead. Half an inning done. Bottom of the 1st coming up. Here come the Tigers. Oh, that's not the button. One sec, I needed something. There we go. Bottom of the 1st here in Detroit at Comerica Park. It is the Orioles off to an early 2-0 lead. for the Tigers come in. Let's go to the defensive alignment for the Orioles to see how the Baltimore Orioles stack up in tonight's game. Ryan McKenna is in left field. Ray Ornelas is your center fielder. George Springer is out in right. Buster Bluth is a reigning 3-time Gold Glove winner. He will dazzle you over at third. Nick Spence is at short. Tony Madrano is your second baseman, and Michael Bush over at first. Will Smith, the catcher, not the tortilla slapper. He is behind the dish tonight. And on the hill, making his eMLB debut from Peabody, Massachusetts, the 22-year-old second prospect, or the number 2 Orioles prospect in their ranks. It is Gene Hughes. Hughes was a 1.0 player, trying his luck here in the 2.0 universe. With Norfolk this year, he was 4-3 with a 2.14 ERA and a 0.88 whip to this point. He was 13-8 with a 3.80 ERA for AAA Gwinnett last season. He came over to the Orioles along with Jake Bowers and Gomer Townsend. Jake Bowers, Gomer Townsend, and Enrique Bradfield in exchange for Stephen Hajar, Juan Bracamonte, and Alex Verdugo. Hughes will make his major league debut. We can expect a mid to upper 90s fastball. He'll work a slider and a changeup in there. We'll see if Yale point guard Gomer Townsend, yes, we'll see how he settles in here on his first appearance in the majors. He's ready to go. Riley Green will be the first to greet him. Green has been on a good roll of late. The 25-year-old from Oviedo, Florida, has his average up to 280 on the season with 7 home runs and 19 RBI. He has hits in 5 of his last 6 and scored 7 runs during that time. 1-1 pitch coming from Hughes, the rookie. Rolls it over to the shift at second. Madrano, anyone but Madrano. Oh, it's an easy play for him. He throws him out. 1 out. Sorry, PTSD from the World Series last season. The guy who got 3 errors all year with 5 errors in the postseason alone. We'll always pick on Madrano about that, I think. Michael Brooks, the shortstop, the 24-year-old from Wellington, Florida, generally dazzles you with his glove, but he's been doing it with his bat of late. 7-game hit streak. Oh, Pirate. Look at Pirate defending Brendan. You're the benefactor of all of that, but he's defending Brendan. Hey, it's content, Pirate. 7-game hit streak for Brooks, hitting .414 during that span with a home run and 4 RBI. 2 home runs and a .383 average for the month of May for Brooks. Does that qualify as a Pirate? He's working on his image. He's working on his image. Go! Can't help but hit the button. 1-1 pitch to Brooks. Slaps it over to first. Bush has it. Calls off Hughes as he races over to first to retire the runner. Brooks for the second out. 2 outs now. The center fielder Byron Buxton will step in. Buxton having a tough month of May, hitting just .190. Still has the power stroke. 3 home runs to this point. Total average for the season is .228 with 11 homers and 34 runs batted in. Offense has been the conundrum for the Tigers to start this year. Defense and pitching have been their biggest plus. An 0-2 pitch. Checks the swing appeal. They say he went, and he goes down.
Fatality.
It's the first strikeout of the major league career of Gene Hughes. Boom, and he's caught looking, I guess, officially. Yeah, because it was appealed. Side is retired. 1-2-3 for the 22-year-old Peabody, Mass native. You know, it's saying Peabody and not Peabody. You're not from New England if you say Peabody. But anyway, side is retired, 1 inning in the books. Orioles find themselves up 2-0. Top of the second we go. And Griffin Roberts is still out there, but we do see that Framber Valdez is starting to warm up in the bullpen and get himself ready to go. Again, he is expected to be the follower in this game tonight. We'll get the bottom third of the order here for the Orioles, up 2-0. We'll start it off with Will Smith. Smith, the 31-year-old from Louisville, Kentucky, the 7-year veteran, is hitting real well of late. 8-game hit streak coming into this one. Peabody. Hey, Billy. Hope you are feeling well. If you need me to at any point, I can join you in the same position and we'll try to call this game. But rest up, my friend, and hope your eye is doing well. 8-game hit streak for Smith, 16-game on-base streak for him. It has him hitting up to a 328 average on the year with 5 homers and 11 RBIs. Most New England town names seem to be spelled with extra letters. Hashtag cheating at Scrabble. Two-two pitch to Smith. Swing and a miss. Gets him with the off speed and will send him down. That is the third strikeout on the night for Griffin Roberts. We've got one out here, bottom of the first, and Khalil Lee will come in. Lee tonight is your DH. The 27-year-old from Centerville, Virginia, finds himself hitting .260 on the year with 4 home runs and 21 runs batted in. He has been hitting well this month of May, .320 average and a couple home runs. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Sends the slider in hard on him, and he cannot get it.
Well, you may run like Mays, but you hit like shit.
Well, maybe for that go around, that's true, Mr. Brown. 4 strikeouts now for Griffin Roberts. 2 outs now. George Springer will be your batter. Springer, the 36-year-old from New Britain, Connecticut, just 7 for 21 so far this year. 3 runs batted in. Is playing. We understand he's been having a tight back issue that is day-to-day for him. He's still in there playing. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Would you believe that Griffin Roberts struck out the side? We do something around here for that. What is that? I think that means Griffin Roberts just went Godzilla mode by striking out the side. Down in order go the O's here in the top of the second. Bottom of the second comes up 2-0 Orioles lead. There it is, Godzilla mode. 5 strikeouts, which for an opener, that's pretty impressive. You gotta think. Bottom of the second, Gene Hughes, 1 successful first inning in for him. We'll see if that continues. Dinner was disappointing. That's always sad to hear. Dinner for me tonight was Domino's pizza, because there was leftovers, and a slice of that cake that I posted in the Discord. Cedric Mullins will start us off. Mullins, the 31-year-old from Snellville, Georgia, hitting .231 on the year. Still looking for his first home run. He has 17 RBI to this point. .0-2 pitch. To left field, well struck, but right at Ryan McKenna. Not much movement for him. He'll catch that one on the line for the first out. Wind tonight is blowing in from right field at 11 miles an hour. Didn't stop Buster Bluth, though, that's for sure. He had that home run still. It is a clear night out there. See, Framber Valdez is starting to warm up more, so it looks like his day may be getting started next inning. Keber Ruiz will come in. Ruiz, the 27-year-old from Venezuela, hitting .174 this year. 2 home runs and 9 RBI. the 2-1 delivery. Hard roll down to first, but right at Michael Bush, who fields it well. He'll take a few steps forward to step on the bag, retiring Ruiz. 2 outs. 2 outs now, Mason Wynn, 25-year-old from Houston, Texas. Not a very tall individual, just 5'8", but standing tall over a third. Playing well so far this year. 268 average for Wynn, 4 home runs and 8 RBI. I'm hearing DoorDash in your future. Hashtag not a sponsor. Hey Billy, if you're here, you should look and see if you have any hairballs or enough hairballs to get some cash if you need it. You're the Red Sox, though. That's not really much of an issue. But just telling you. 3-2 pitch. Just misses outside. Did not miss by much, but Wynn will earn the walk. Where did that one go? This didn't miss by much, but did not get the call. Wynn is aboard at first. A little bit of a threat over there. 2 stolen bases. Hasn't been caught this season. He is 3 for 3 in his short career in the majors. Livan Soto, the Valencia, Venezuelan native, 25 years old, comes in. 252 average this year with 1 homer and 11 RBI. Uh-oh. No lovers spat in the chat, please. First pitch. Sends it to center field. Moving over is McKenna coming in. Wind was blowing that up into McKenna's direction. And he will make the catch to retire the side. Tigers will get 1. But that is all they'll get. 2 innings are in the books now. Let's go to the third. If you haven't bet yet, it is your last chance to do so in this game. Again, if you can hear my voice, all you got to do is write in the chat who you think's going to win and how many runs will the winning team score. Place your bets. She's taking all your yarn. Tigers are sending Framber Valdez to the mound after Griffin Roberts did a pretty decent job minus the Buster Bluth 2-run homer. Valdez comes in to start this third inning off. Valdez is making his 8th appearance on the season, 4-1 on the year with a 3.63 ERA. 39 2/3 innings of work. He's given up 28 hits, 16 earned runs. He's walked 12 and struck out 28 this season. Opponents against Valdez are hitting .204 this year. Valdez, of course, signed a 3-year extension or 3-year contract in free agency to return to Detroit. $98 million overall in that deal. Valdez features the mid-90s fastball, excellent slider, and a changeup. Valdez ready to go. He gets to start with the top of the order. Tony Madrano, Nick Spence, Buster Bluth to start us off. Madrano had a double on the first pitch in tonight's game down the line in left. 1-0 pitch. Rolls it over to third. Mason Wynn is there. He'll throw to first to retire Madrano. 1 out. 1 out now. Nick Spence will be your batter. Spence struck out. 1 of 5 strikeouts by Griffin Roberts in his 2 innings. The 0-1. Hard shot to center field. Buxton's going back, still going back. This one's very high off the wall. This is a Comerica double. as Spence takes the corner and heads to second. One of the deepest center fields in the majors will cost Nick Spence a home run, as this one is very high off the wall. Gotta think it's about a 4-foot distance from being a home run for the Suspense. Comerica National Park. Spence finds himself at second with his 7th double on the year, first hit on the night, and now a 5-game hitting streak for the Suspense. Runner at second, 1 out. Buster Bluth hit his 99th home run of his career in his last at-bat. He has 2 RBI today. First pitch he sees from Valdez is inside for ball 1. One 0 is coming in and it's low. 2 balls, no strikes. Valdez, a 9-year veteran, pitched with Houston, with the Cubs, and with the Pirates before finding his way to Detroit. Two 2-0 pitch. There's one in there. Strike 1. Well, maybe she wants to craft you a sweater for Christmas, Minerva. I don't know. The 2-1 pitch. Watches it all the way. That was a very hittable pitch, but Bluth lets it go by. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Swings and just gets a piece on that one. He'll stay alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes. People start asking her make something, and she will. The 2-2. Pops it up. Right side. Soto calls for it. Morgan says, "I'll kill you if you grab that," and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. I don't know. I assumed that what Dexter Morgan would say, because didn't you know how quick Soto ran off? 2 outs now. Spence aboard at second. Ryan McKenna is your batter. McKenna tonight 0 for 1. First pitch is inside. 1 ball, no strikes. All right, so JC, just as an explanation.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Snell Shell. I like that one. Hi, Snell Shell. Welcome to Fluff Kitty Ninjas. Thank you for hitting the follow button and helping us expand the litter box. So JC, just as a point of reference, and not suggesting you do it now. In fact, most people will tell you wait so you have more. You have enough balls of yarn. You could do exclamation boost, and you would be able to get a +1 boost to build on your player further. But it will use 1,000 balls of yarn, and you'll only have 25 balls of yarn to do anything else. So most people will tell you build up your coffer a little bit if you're the type that doesn't want to wait for the mega boost, which you need 5,000 balls of yarn for. So everyone's got a different strategy. Just wanted to make sure you know what to do. Hebrew Hammer's just doing a little bit of peer pressure there. Go Mega! Everybody's different. You are welcome. Ryan McKenna waits the 1-0 pitch and watches that one called strike 1, a slider. Gets the bottom half of the zone. Excellent pitch from Valdez. 1-1 pitch is in there on the inner half. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strike count. Nick Spence at second by way of a double. 2 outs here, top of the 3rd. 2-0 lead for the Orioles. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Looks like he went after one out of the zone on that one. Not a very good look there. Valdez will get his first strikeout on the day. 6 for Orioles batters so far through 3 innings. 2.5 in the books here. We'll go bottom of the third. It's Baltimore 2 and Detroit nothing. Final reminder, this is your last half inning before you have 3 outs to put your bets in. So again, in chat, if you haven't yet, write down which team you think will win and how many runs will the winning team score. It depends. I'm going to put it this way. Some people who run teams and create players do that intentionally to build them up after to try to not have them on the radar. Where you don't run a team, it might be better to get more awareness and have yourself invest your boosts so that your player shows up higher in the pool and you might be a higher round selection. Community created players are the X factors of our league. So more often than not, they will be looked at better than other similar type players because of your potential ability. If you're someone who sticks around, stays invested in the universe, starts to be regular, then you'll be more highly sought after. Like a Tim Lowry, for example. All right, bottom of the third we go. Last 3 outs before bets are closed for the night. Gene Hughes has done pretty good in his major league debut so far, but let's not curse him. He's got the number 8 hitter, Alex Bregman, to start off. Bregman, the 32-year-old from Albuquerque, New Mexico, comes in hitting .235 this year with 3 home runs and 8 RBI. Shift is on. First pitch from Hughes is going to be popped up left side. There's a gaggle of Orioles over there, but Bluth will make the catch. You defer to a 3-time reigning Gold Glove winner when the need arises. 1 out. Could have been a potential rookie mistake there from Hughes. 1 out on 1 pitch to start the third off, and in he comes. Dexter Morgan, the 22-year-old from Erie, Pennsylvania, gets his first start on the day. Of course, the inspiration from the series, Dexter. He's just itching to kill the ball in this one. Morgan, slower start this season for him. .233 average on the season with 3 home runs, 17 RBI. Tough month of May, just 7 for 48. That's a 146 clip. Hey, Jay Kuhn, don't forget, you got those boosts. Been waiting to hear back from you on them. The 1-2 pitch. Rolls it right back to the mound. Hughes has it. Plenty of time. He'll throw it over to first to retire Morgan for the second out. With 2 outs now, back to the top of the order we go. Riley Green is your batter. Green, 0 for 1. The 2-2 pitch. Hard shot to center field. This one is going to be trouble as there's a lot of room out there. Chasing after this one is Ornelas. He will get it back in, but no chance to get Riley Green. Green gets in with the 2-out double. It's his 16th double on the year. That is a heck of a pace. He had 30 doubles all last season in 500 plate appearances. Already 16 in 168 this season. 2 outs, runner at second. First hit on the night for the Tigers. Michael Brooks will come into the box. Brooks tonight is 0 for 1. First pitch is watch. It's a changeup, missing low, 1-0. It's still fitting, eerie. The 1-0 delivery. That one's going to miss high. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch is coming. He swings and drubs that one foul. It will be a 2-ball, 1-strike count to Brooks. Brooks again has been hit pretty solid in this whole month of May, hitting .377 coming into this at-bat just this month alone. Is looking to expand a 7-game hitting streak. The 2-1 comes inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Byron Buxton waiting on deck. The 3-1. In there, gets the outer half. Strike 2, full count pitch coming. Green at second. Hughes gets into the set. Checks Green at second. Here's the pitch. Gets a piece and pops that one up, but it will find its way into the bleachers. Count will remain 3-2. Pitch number 40 coming in the Major League debut of Gene Hughes. Final count for Dana-Farber was $12,592.09. Got a tip of the cap to all of you, but a special tip of the cap to Cito for giving me a brand new plan. Every year I will do this. I will make sure that we end with 9 cents in honor and salute to Teddy Ballgame Ted Williams, number 9 himself. The 3-2 pitch. Misses inside, ball 4. It'll be a well-fought battle from Michael Brooks. He will get on base. It was a great touch from Cito. And I'm going to steal that to make sure, no matter what, that we finish with 9 cents every single time in the future. We are a baseball organization after all, so why not? But yes, to finish with shooting for 10 grand and to finish even beating our secondary goal once we beat our initial goal, again, can't thank all of you guys enough. Makes me thrilled. We're going to do a mound visit on the rookie here as they're just going to make sure he's settled in. I'm still feeling good. But is he still feeling good Michael Bublé style? Byron Buxton will be the batter. Buxton tonight, 0 for 1. First pitch, big swing as he was trying to make this a 1-run lead on that one. Instead, it's no balls, 1 strike. Shift is on. Tony Medrano playing right behind the bag at second base. That's what I'm curious about. Would that be allowed? In the new rules where Medrano is right now, is that allowed? Or would he have to be like here? Usually. Yeah, would he have to be like here and that would be legal? The 0-1. Swings and fouls that one off. It'll be no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. Pops it up on the infield. Coming all the way over towards the front of the mound is Will Smith, who tracks it down and makes the catch. The catcher says, watch out, it's all me, and he makes the catch. Side is retired. They'll leave 2 aboard. No more bets. Your bets are in. You are locked in. Good luck to you for this evening, trying to win those extra balls of yarn. To the 4th we go. It's the Orioles leading 2-0. Yeah, which streaming service had it though? And you're not wrong, Cito. It is too obvious for our our gang, it's way too obvious that that should be done. So I'm stealing that I'm making that a tradition now going forward. I will assure you that. Alrighty. Top of the fourth, Framber Valdez comes aboard for his second inning of work. Michael Bush will be the first to greet him. Ray Ornelas and Will Smith are due up after. We'll start with Bush, who took a walk in his first appearance. 3 for 5 in his short time against Framber Valdez. Do you go bold? We shall see. A lot of it is patience. Some people here say they don't have the patience and will only just do the +1s. Others will wait, even though it takes them longer to get it, but they will wait and then get those boosts. 2-2 pitch to Bush. Up and in and gets him with the slider. Strike 3. That is the first strikeout on the day for Framber Valdez. Are you... That's a joke, isn't it, Tim? That has to be a joke. Oh, I see what you mean by bold, yes. I follow you. Second strikeout on the day for Framber Valdez, all thrown off by Tim's Tom Brady comments there. And Jimmy G. doesn't want a man who actually plays football anymore. Too funny. Yes, full Chara Bunny. You got me. I fell for that one for a moment. All right. 1 out now. Ray Ornelas is your batter. Ornelas tonight 0 for 1. The 1-2 pitch. Calls or strike 3 swinging as he got him to go after that one.
Hey, bada, swing, bada.
That's the third strikeout now on the day for Framber Valdez. We've got 2 outs now, top of the fourth. Will Smith coming in. Never faced Valdez before. 0 for 1 this evening. The 2-2 pitch. Into left. This one will get down. Good range over for Mullins as he will have Smith take the wide turn but put on the brakes and head back to first. He was thinking to, but he will go for the single. 4 hits now for the Orioles. 2-out runner at first, and Khalil Lee is your batter. Lee was one of the 5 victims of Griffin Roberts with his strikeout. First pitch comes up and misses very high. Ball 1. Michael Brooks playing illegally. Illegal defensive shift here. No, not really. We're kidding. Michael Brooks is playing to the second base side of the bag at short. The 1-0 comes too far and it's a 2-0 count. Pitch. Oh, he went after that one and swatted it hard. Foul right back to the screen and gave at least somebody a loss of life over there. Good news, it was a cat. They've got 9. 2-1 pitch coming to Lee. The 8-year veteran. Signed a 3-year extension after being traded for Jin Veng Chen. 2-1 pitch. Comes low for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike to Lee. George Springer waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Swings and fouls that one off. It'll be a full count pitch. Smith is going to be off on the pitch. 3-2, one more time. Smith is off the swing into right field. This one's down the line. It's a fair ball. Smith is running. He is going to take the corner, given the green light to head for home. There will be no throw coming on him. RBI double for Khalil Lee down the line, scoring Smith. It's 3-0. Khalil Lee with his 7th double on the season and his 22nd RBI makes it a 3-0 ball game. George Springer, the number 9 hitter, will come in 0 for 1. He was the last strikeout for Griffin Roberts. First pitch looks like it's at the knees. It is strike 1. Yeah, I do limit the ball of yarn bet you can do at 1,500 maximum. The 0-1. Swings and fouls that one off. It's drifting out of play. Count, no balls and 2 strikes. Hold on one sec. No drop frames. I haven't seen a drop frame so far since I switched over to fiber, which is a good sign. Just switched to fiber 4 days ago, by the way. Oh, 2 pitch to Springer. What? That looked, yep. That pitch is more in the zone than any other, and it got called the ball.
What?
I was ready to ring him up myself. Wow. Gonna be that kind of game. The 1-2. Why was that called strike 3? Oh, because it was a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to George Springer. The 2-2 pitch. Right back up the middle. Diving stop at second. Over to first in time. Beautiful play. Dexter Morgan. So lovely indeed. I think it's pretty sexy. Dexter Morgan having to go away from the shift. Dives to his left. Beautiful throw over to first. Will retire the side. 3.5 in the books. It's another run for Khalil Lee, and the Orioles will go bottom of the 4th, 3-0. Gene Hughes coming in for his 4th inning of his career. Killer range indeed on that play. I see what you did there. Cedric Mullins, the number 4 hitter, middle of the order coming up for Hughes here in the 4th. We got Mullins, Ruiz, and Mason Wynn due up. Mullins, 0 for 1. The 1-0 pitch. Rolls it over to third. Bluth has it. Hard throw to first in time. Amazing range from the third baseman, who's got 3 consecutive Gold Gloves over there, and shows you why he does it. He will get Mullins at first for 1 out. Gabriel Ruiz is your batter now. He is 0 for 1. First pitch from Hughes is swung on and popped up left side. Everybody's calling for it. Bluth is going to be given the honor again. Again, defer to him. He's kind of the infield captain. Makes the catch. 2 outs. 2 outs now. Mason Wynn will be your batter. Wynn took a walk in his first appearance. 2-1 pitch. Back to the mound. Hughes has it. He'll throw to first. And Gene Hughes is looking very poised here for his first 4 innings in the majors. 4 innings are done. We will go one more inning before I take my planned break. I will go to the 5th. 3-0. Baltimore over Detroit. Don't forget, guys, even though I know Valdez is probably in for now, when you are coming up here to bat in your innings, let me know what your plan is for your pitcher. And don't forget to tell the story of the bullpen so we can do the immersion. Anyway, Anthony Madrano, Nick Spence, Buster Bluth will start off this top of the 5th. Madrano today, 1 for 2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Looks like he went after one where he needed a 9-iron. Pretty decent pitch, though. Valdez will get his 4th strikeout on the day. We've got 1 out, top of the 5th. The suspense. Nick Spence comes into the box. 1 for 2. He had a Comerica National Park double, which means it would have been a home run pretty much anywhere else. The 2-2 pitch. Shift is on. Swing and a miss. Jams him inside, and he blows it by him.
Next.
That's now 5 strikeouts on the day for Framber Valdez. 10 total strikeouts for Orioles batters. 2 outs, top of the 5th. Buster Bluth is your batter. Bluth had a 2-run homer in the top of the 1st. 3-2 pitch. Checks the swing. They appeal. No! Oof, that was close. It's ball 4 as Bluth will get the walk. 2-out runner aboard at first. Bluth with 3 total steals so far on the year. He's been caught twice. His career high was 29 back in 2024. McKenna is your batter tonight, 0 for 2. First pitch watched inside, misses, ball 1. One 0 pitch. This one's away. Bluth's on his way to second. The throw from Ruiz, not in time. Buster Bluth is going to get a stolen base. Bluth will get in for his 4th steal on the year. Got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. 2-0 count to the right-hander, McKenna. The 2-0 pitch is hot to short. Michael Brooks, good range over there, throws to first. That will retire the side. They'll leave a runner in scoring position. Halfway through the ball game now, it's a 3-0 lead for Baltimore. Here come the Tigers. Forgot to do it earlier. I'll do it in the next half inning, I guess, if I remember it after the break. Journey of the Starters is brought to you tonight by my beer of choice. It's the Moat Mountain Miss V's Blueberry Ale. Again, from moatmountain.com, and not very green screen friendly. It is Moat, M-O-A-T, mountain.com. 90 pounds of wild Maine blueberries in every brew. Gene Hughes, Major League debut. 4 innings of work, just 1 hit allowed. It was a double. Hasn't allowed any runs. He's walked 2 and has 1 strikeout to his career. Not known for strikeouts in his minor league time. 50 pitches so far through his first major league appearance. He's got the bottom third of the order for this bottom of the 5th. It's Levon Soto, Alex Bregman, and Dexter Morgan. Why does Levon Soto look like that? You know, I tell you, some guys just have some weird colors to them. Why does Santiago Flores on the Pirates look like he needs SPF 5000, for example? It's, who knows, Bob? 0-1 pitch to Soto. Goes to left field. Ryan McKenna going back. He will pull up just in front of the warning track and make the catch for 1 out. Dexter Morgan's been keeping him in the freezer. With teammates like that, Tim, who needs enemies, right? Alex Bregman comes to the box. Bregman tonight, 0 for 1. The 0-1 pitch to him. Grounded to short. Spence has it. Hard throw to first in time to get Bregman for the second out. 2 outs now. Here comes Dexter Morgan. Morgan tonight is 0 for 1, the community credit player of Jay Kuhn. The 2-1. To center. Moving to his right. Plenty of room as Ray Ornelas pulls it in. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for the 22-year-old rookie. Gene Hughes making his major league debut and looking pretty comfortable. 5 innings are in the books here at Comerica Park. I will take my 1 break to say good night to the kiddos before they do the school thing. When we come back, we will check the out-of-town scoreboard and then return to the conclusion of this game. It is Fluffy Kitty Ninja's Rare Sunday Night Edition. We'll be right back. Back live. Sorry for the extra delay. Had to make sure everything was all good before it came back. And then when I remembered Mr. Percy was not in his cave, it's like, let's find the Beardy first. Back live. It is the out-of-town scoreboard before we continue our game at Comerica Park. Bottom of the 9th, Tampa taking on Cleveland. Tampa holding on to a 4-2 lead in that one. Jared Kelnick and Drew Mendoza with home runs in that one for the Rays. It is Houston 6, Miami nothing. Top of the 7th, Mike Moeller with his second home run in as many days. Gavin Lux with his 10th on the year. Heading to the 7th at Globe Life Field, Phillies with a 6-4 lead. Home runs from Brandon Dieter and Alex Canario in that one. Danny Bradford's gone deep twice. Vlad Guerrero's got his 10th on the year for the Phillies. It is going to the 6th at PNC Park, Washington, with a 3-2 lead. Scooter Gennett has hit his 4th on the year. Ryan Reynolds, his 4th for the Pirates. It is 6-1 Kansas City over New York. Kauffman Stadium into the 4th inning. In that one, Lucas Parker has hit his 6th home run on the year. Esteban Florial had his 9th in a solo shot for the Yankees, the only hit on the day for them to this point as well. It's top of the 3rd at Wrigley Field. 2-0 lead for the Reds in that one over the Cubs early in that game. It is 4-0 Minnesota over Colorado. Bottom of the 2nd. Early offense for the Twins in that one as they lead 4-0 against the Rockies. Early at Busch Stadium, Red Sox off to a 1-0 lead against the Cardinals. Also at Chase Field, no score. That one just got underway. Bottom of the 1st. One final on the day. The Blue Jays will defeat the Braves by a 4-3 score. Ty Buttrey earns the win in relief. He's 3-2 on the year. That's the only game done for this Tuesday, day 2 so far. White Sox will take on the Angels. Oakland taking on Seattle. Milwaukee against San Diego. And the Dodgers are being hosted by the Giants later tonight. Here in Comerica Park, top of the 6th, it's Baltimore 3, Detroit nothing. Framber Valdez is ready for his 4th inning of work. Valdez taking on Michael Busch, Ray Ornelas, and Will Smith. Let's go Toronto. Huh? Busch is your batter, 0 for 1. First pitch he sees, shot towards second. Dexter Morgan ranges to his right, stabs it, hard throw to first, and makes the play. Did you hear I said stabs it? Makes the play at first. Good work from Dexter Morgan over there to get the first out. One out now. Ray Ornelas is your batter. Ornelas is 0 for 2. By the way, I've decided to go with a second beer, and I went with a lighter one. So it's now gone to the grapefruit of Schafferhofer, the Heffenweizen beer, since I'm getting ready to go back to Disney. That's where I found Schafferhofer. I figured, why not? Let's have another one. Gone from blueberry to grapefruit. I'll let you know if that's a bad idea, but so far, it's not bad. It's all good. 0-2 pitch to Ornelas. Over to third, one hopper played by Mason Wynn to throw to first. Bit of a high throw, but Soto stabs up forward, makes the catch. And that is the second out. If I didn't know this was Hassenpfeffer, I'd swear it was carrots. Cook! Cook! Where is my Hassenpfeffer? Gave me a Looney Tunes moment there, Tim. Will Smith will be your batter, top of the 6th, 1 for 2 tonight. The 1-0. Lined into left, diving attempt from Wynn, but it's going to get by him. Smith gets his second hit in as many at-bats as he goes into left for the 2-out single. 6 hits now on the day for the Orioles. If you're looking for Looney Tunes, I'll be there. That'll put Khalil Lee back into the box. Lee had the double that scored Smith in the 4th. First pitch is watched in there. Strike 1 with the slider. The 0-1. Lifted down the line right field, but this one is hooking and it's gonna bend and land out of play. Count will be no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 to Lee. Swing and a miss as he goes after a bad one there, and he will go down. Crickets on that swing because he brought the wrong instrument. Needed a golf club on it. He misses. Side is retired. We will go to the bottom of the 6th. 3-0. Baltimore. Sixth inning of work. Gene Hughes will continue to go. 58 pitches for the rookie thus far in his major league debut. Riley Green, Michael Brooks, Byron Buxton, top of the order coming up against Hughes. Start with Green, who's 1 for 2. 3-2 pitch. Rolls it over to second in the shift. Medrano has it. He will throw over to first for the out. With 1 out now, Michael Brooks is your batter. Brooks 0 for 1. The 1-0 delivery. Over to third. Bluth, routine play for him. He'll throw to first in time for the second out. Been a pretty in control performance from Gene Hughes, mostly pitch to contact, but he is getting his defense to do their job. Byron Buxton will be the batter. Buxton 0 for 2. 2-1 pitch. Lined into left center field. This one is going to be trouble. It's going to bounce to the wall. Buxton will coast into second with the 2-out double. Byron Buxton trying to turn it around, gets his 9th double on the season with a runner in scoring position. Runner in scoring position. Cedric Mullins will be the batter. Mullins tonight 0 for 2. First pitch is washed at the letter. Strike 1. The 0-1 slaps it towards third base side, but it is foul. No balls, 2 strikes to Mullins. Hughes into the set, the pitch. Changeup, misses low, doesn't get him to chase. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pretty solid performance from the 7th round draft pick in 2021. Out of Providence, Rhode Island. Wheeler High School, 1-2. Does not get the call. He ramped up with the fastball. That looked like it should have been strike 3. Smith started to take a step towards the dugout and realized the ump did not give him the gun. So we will stay at 2-2 now. The 2-2. Misses low. It's a 3 ball, 2 strike count. 75 pitches now for Hughes. The 0-2, the 3-2, excuse me, to center field. Ornelas will range over towards left center. Plenty of room. He will make the catch, and that will retire this side. Tigers will leave a runner in scoring position, but that is all they will get. 6 innings are done here in Detroit, and the Orioles lead it 3-0. All right, we go to the 7th. Framber Valdez, 68 pitches through 4 innings of work for him since he came in as an opener. Now 6 strikeouts on the day for him. We'll start with George Springer. Then top of the order, Tony Madrano, Nick Spence, 2 up. Springer coming in tonight, 0 for 2. The 0-2 pitch. Rolls it to third. Good 1-hop read from Mason Wynn down the line. He will throw to first in time for the out. Had to be reactionary more on that one. He makes the play, 1 out. Top of the order, we will go. Tony Madrano had the double to start the game off. He's 1 for 3 now. The 1-1 pitch. To center field, pretty well struck. Buxton is going back. This one's going to be over his head. Madrano is going to go to second. Buxton will throw it in. It will not be in time. Tony Madrano has his 2nd double on the night. 4th double on the year. We got a runner in scoring position. I hit one too many buttons there. Whoops. Madrano is at second. 1 out now. Nick Spence is your batter. First pitch, it is a Fastball that misses, or Ruiz kind of fumbles it a bit, but he is able to block the ball from going by. Medrano stays put. 1 ball, no strikes. I said fastball, it's changeup. Must have crossed them up because it was up and in the zone. The 1-0 comes too far in. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 misses low. It's a 3 ball, no strike count coming from Valdez. The 3-0 pitch is fired right in there. It's 3-1. Three-one pitch. Swings and fouls that one off. It's out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch. Lifted to left field, coming in, diving stop is made, and it's a gorgeous one from Cedric Mullins. Yo, are you kidding me? He had to go a distance down the line to make the play, but Cedric Mullins, you looking oh so sexy out there. Cedric Mullins, your eMLB sexy play of the day. Second one we have seen, both by our defense here on the Tigers. That keeps us at a 3-0 game, and Medrano gets back to second safely. 2 outs now. Buster Bluth is your batter. He had the 2-run homer back in the first. He found a way he can go the distance. John Comey has graced us with his presence, and he can hear us right now. So let me quickly say hello, buddy. Good to see you. John is the co-founder of eMLB. He got it started. Then this crazy guy ran with it and kept it going for 22 years since. But John Comey, the co-creator of eMLB 22 years ago. How did he look? He looks so much better, though. He's got the wonderful lettuce and flow coming off of his head. I've got this. I got nothing. He stole it all is what he did. So Buster Bluth, 2-run homer back in the first. First pitch is coming inside, misses, ball 1. The 1-0. That one will miss low. 2 balls, no strikes. Tony Medrano is your runner at second. 2 outs here, drop of the 7th. The 2-0 slapped over to first. Soto had to go away, but he read it well. He will make the rush to first. He will get there in time to beat Bluth, and the side is retired. 6.5 in the books. That means we have a little dancing to do, don't you think, Mr. Lowry?
I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you. But you were born to rub me first.
7th inning stretch here on a Sunday night edition of the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. It has been all Baltimore so far, 3-0. Gene Hughes making his major league debut, going to the bottom of the 7th here to take on the Tigers. He has looked great through 6, 2 hits, no earned runs, walking 2, just 1 strikeout on the day. 76 pitches to this point for Hughes. We go bottom of the 7th. Keibert Ruiz, Mason Wynn, and Livan Soto are coming up. No idea what any of this is, but it's all very interesting, like wow porn. Yes. John has probably never seen Twitch before. And he's like, you know, can you just see Gary Lewis from Robin Hood Men in Tights? You know, exactly like that. Bottom of the 7th, Keibert Ruiz will start us off. He's 0 for 2. We'll see if we can solve Gene Hughes to this point. First pitch from Hughes is lifted right to second, but Tony Madrano right there pulls it in, makes the catch. 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Gene Hughes has been pretty economical with his pitches, now 77 through 6 1/3. We got 1 out now. Mason Wynn, the third baseman, coming in 0 for 1 today. He did take a walk earlier. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch to center field, coming in, reading it well. Ray Ornelas will pull it in, makes the catch. Good read from Ornelas to Rob Wynn of a pretty well struck ball. 2 outs now, bottom of the 7th. Livan Soto, the Venezuelan, comes in 0 for 2 tonight. You're surviving, JC. I see you on the good side with your balls of yarn here, and you even won the free-for-all. Oh, wait, no, that is, that's a heist that you did. Thought it was a free-for-all for a moment, because 5 winners. The 1-0 pitch to Soto. To center. Ornelas moves to his right. Pulls it in and makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 inning goes Gene Hughes on his major league debut. It's been an impressive one for him. We will go to the 8th. It is the Orioles 3 and the Tigers nothing. Wow, what a game for Gene Hughes in his major league debut. Looking pretty impressive. We will go top of the 8th. Framber Valdez is staying in 83 pitches to this point for him. Come on, Kamish, keep better track of the violence. Yes, I know. I need to work on that. Ryan McKenna, Michael Bush, and Ray Ornelas will be your batters here for the top of the 8th. McKenna 0 for 3 tonight. The 2-2 to McKenna. Called strike 3 on the outer half. 7 strikeouts for Framber Valdez. Guess what, gang? Godzilla mode for Framber Valdez. Now 12 strikeouts for the Orioles today between Griffin Roberts and Framber Valdez. 7 for Valdez as he goes Godzilla mode. 1 out here, top of the 8th. Michael Bush is your batter tonight, 0 for 2. Three-two pitch to Bush. Swing and a miss, goes inside, climbs the ladder and gets him. 8 strikeouts now. Godzilla mode continues. 8 strikeouts on the day for Framber Valdez. 2 outs now, top of the 8th. Ray Ornelas coming in now 0 for 3 today. The 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Framber Valdez will strike out the side here in the 8th. 9 strikeouts on the day for Detroit, for Framber Valdez. 14 strikeouts for Detroit pitching. Side is retired. We go bottom of the 8th. Can the Tigers do anything with this? They trail 3-0. Gene Hughes will start the 8th inning. No activity in the bullpen. Boy, they have faith in the 22-year-old from Peabody. Wait, I just did it. I said Peabody. It's Peabody, dang it. Oh, jeez. Kamish even did a pirate. No! Have you seen Detroit? Godzilla has been there, clearly. Alex Bregman, Dexter Morgan, Riley Green, 8-9-1 batters due up here, bottom of the 8th. Bregman tonight 0 for 2. 1-0 pitch from Hughes. Lined into center. This is going to get by Medrano for a base hit. He ranged over to his right, but it was smoked pretty hard into center and got by Medrano for the leadoff hit. Just the 3rd hit on the day for the Tigers. We've got nobody out here as the Tigers will try to start a rally. Dexter Morgan is your batter tonight. Morgan 0 for 2. First pitch is at the knees, called strike 1. Last time Godzilla attacked Detroit, he did $20 million of improvements. What's that? We gotta do some tear down. It'll cost X. Nah, just have Godzilla trample it. It's cheaper. The 1-0. I know I called it as a strike. There's the strike as he swung. 1 ball, 1 strike. See, because it was in the zone and it got called a dang ball.
Say what?
Look at Kamish saying, hey, I know the strike zone better than OOTP. The 1-1. Misses inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bregman not a real threat on the base paths. No steals to his credit so far this year. 87 career steals for him in over 1,400 games played. See, Jorge Soto, the answer, is starting to loosen up in the Oriole bullpen. 2-1. To right field, moving over. It's going to drop down for a hit. Bregman gets round second. He will head to third. He will get in there. Dexter Morgan gets the base hit. First back-to-back hits tonight for the Tigers. We have runners at first and third now. Apparently, we have Allen Iverson in Baltimore's pen, or at least the answer 2.0. Riley Green, top of the order. Green tonight, 1 for 3. Runners at first and third. Nobody out. Best chance for the Tigers tonight. First pitch. Misses. Ball 1. That was the 90th pitch for Hughes. The 1-0. That one comes too far in. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 delivery on its way. Called strike on that one. 2 balls, 1 strike to Riley Green here. Alex Bregman is your runner at third. Dexter Morgan is at first. The 2-1. Inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. 1 ball away from loading the bases here. Michael Brooks is awaiting on deck. The 3-1. Way big swing as he was trying to tie it up on that pitch, but it's a full count pitch coming to Riley Green. The 3-2. Inside ball for the bases will be loaded. First real jam for Gene Hughes in his career. Loads the bases. Michael Brooks will be coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with an RBI this year. But Gene Hughes' night will be done. Here comes the pitching change. Jorge Soto, the man nicknamed the Answer, coming in to pitch. Heck of a performance from Gene Hughes, but he is at risk of losing the possible win as the tying run is at first. Jorge Soto, the 23-year-old from Eastlake, Florida, nicknamed the Answer. 17th appearance on the year for him. He's 4-0 with a 2.76 ERA, 2 saves to his credit. 45 2/3 innings of work. He's given up 40 hits, 14 earned runs. He has allowed 6 homers. He has walked 10, struck out 50. He will throw a cutter that touches the hundreds regularly. He also has a curveball and a changeup. It's his second year in the majors. Former second-round pick by Baltimore in 2024 out of San Diego State. Brooks is aboard. 0 for 1 lifetime against Soto. Infield is playing in here. Outfield is playing shallow against Brooks. First pitch is cutter that misses at the knees, apparently. Apparently it misses at the knees.
What?
The 1-0. There's a curveball that's high. 2 balls and no strikes. No place to put him. The 2-0 pitch comes inside. 3 balls and no strikes here. No place to put Brooks. 25,000 plus starting to get riled up here. The 3-0 in there. Cutter. 95, strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike. The pitch. In there, called strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count pitch. Nobody out. Here it comes. Rolls it to first. They'll throw to home for 1. Back to first. Not in time. He will get in there. They almost had a 3-6-4 double play. They will get the lead out at home. 1 out. Bases remain loaded. Byron Buxton is now your batter. 1 for 3 tonight. He has not had bases loaded this year. Infield is playing in the shift. Ornelas and the outfielder shifted to the left. First pitch to Buxton is gonna miss. Ball 1. Buxton again, 1 for 3. He had a double. The 1-0 to right field against the shift. If this one stays fair, it's trouble. Oh, it's foul. It's foul. Unlucky on that one. That went against the shift. Springer had to run for days on that one. One ball, one strike. The pitch. Inside, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Huge strikeout. Absolutely huge strikeout. The answer. Getting 2/3 of the job done here for Gene Hughes. 2 outs now. Cedric Mullins is your batter. Mullins 1 for 3 with 3 RBI this season. And bases loaded. First pitch goes right after it, gets fooled by the changeup, up, strike 1. Saw a pitch he thought he could lift and get a 4-run result on it. He was swinging to take the lead on that one. The 0-1 misses low, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 just misses inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Slaps it left side, but that one is foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes coming to Cedric Mullins here with 2 outs. Tigers had the bases loaded with nobody out. They've yet to score. They're trying to get on the board here. The 2-2 pops it up left side in foul territory. Buster Bluth makes the catch, and that will retire the side. The Tigers load the bases with nobody out. They fail to score, and that is why he's called the answer. Side is retired. 8 innings in the books. We go to the 9th. It's 3-0. Now, gang, before I do that, I have to make an executive decision here. Mark, the Tigers GM, has been AWOL for more than half this ball game, basically. I've got to make an executive decision as Valdez is getting deep into this game. I can imagine you're amped. Valdez is getting deep into this game. I would assume him to be replaced, but I'm not going to be making that decision. So I am making executive decision to switch the Tigers for the rest of this game to AI. Not my choice. But again, that's what I've got to work with. I sincerely, I know he says he was having Wi-Fi issues. I know it's the first day of football. Again, if someone commits to this, I want them to commit. Outside of that, it is what it is. 9th inning starts. David Leal is going to come in as the AI has called for him. That is why I don't like having the AI make the decisions at this juncture. But Leal, the 29-year-old from Houston, Texas, we know his story well from Detroit. 1-0 with a 1.65 ERA. 27 and a third innings of work. He's given up 16 hits, 5 earned runs, no home runs allowed. He has walked 15, struck out 28 to this point. The now 4-year veteran, former 24th round draft pick by the Astros in 2019 out of Louisiana Tech. He has been a kind of Cinderella story for these Tigers. He is ready to go. He throws that amazing changeup, but he throws a fastball that barely touches 90 and also has a curveball in there. He's ready to go. He's got the bottom third of the order. We see Zach Lothar starting to warm up for the Orioles on in their bullpen. Leal ready to take on Smith. It's an 0-2 pitch. To right field, pretty well struck. Green is going back, still going back. He pulls up at the warning track, and he will make the catch. Yeah, I don't know if it's Wi-Fi or not. And again, I know that there's other distractions on the first day of football. Again, I've got to assume it's that it's, you know, the Wi-Fi issues. But still, it's frustrating that I'm running something and I don't have, it's a headless horseman is what it is right now. So, 1 out, top of the ninth. Khalil Lee is your batter. Lee is 1 for 3 with an RBI today. Ghost ship 2-2 pitch into left center field. Pretty well hit. This one's going to one-hop the wall off the warning track. Lee will turn for second. He will coast in with a 1-out double. Khalil Lee with his 8th double on the season. Funny. All right, runner at second. 1 out. George Springer is your batter tonight, 0 for 3. First pitch misses low for ball 1. The 1-0. That one catches the outside corner. Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch is called strike at the knees. Another 90-mile-an-hour fastball doing the job. 1 ball, 2 strikes for David Leal against George Springer. Leal, great story, released by Houston back in 2020. Traded from Toronto to the Tigers back in 2022 in another huge deal involving a multitude of players. The 1-2 swings and misses at the fastball for strike 3. First strikeout on the day for David Leal. I think this is the first time that Shoeless is in the World Series. Where's that at, Devil Dog? And hello, by the way. 2 outs now, top of the ninth. Tony Madrano will come to the plate. He's had a good night. 2 for 4, a couple doubles. Ah, okay. Forget the mothership is streaming right now. First pitch will miss. Oh, nope. It's called strike. Looked low, but nope, it's in there. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch swung, fouls that one back. No balls, 2 strikes. If you're looking ahead, bottom of the ninth, it's Ruiz, Wynn, and Soto due up for the Tigers. The 0-2. Up in the zone, doesn't get the call. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, two. Swings and misses at the off-speed pitch, and he will go down.
Fatality.
David Leo gets a couple strikeouts and gets the job done, leaving a runner aboard at second. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth now. Last chance for the Tigers. They trail by 3. New pitcher coming in. Soto's day is done. Zach Lothar is going to be summoned from the pen. Lothar, the 30-year-old from Brooklyn Heights, Ohio. We saw him back on the 11th. He got his first save on the season. He is 1-2 with a 5.4 ERA and that one save we saw back on May 11th. 13 1/3 innings of work for him. He's given up 17 hits, 8 earned runs. He's walked 4, struck out 7. Another guy who does not throw hard. He throws in the upper 80s, low 90s with a fastball, a curveball, and a changeup. 5-year veteran, former second-round pick, 2017 from Xavier University. Now you can hear. Hi, Comey. How are you, sir? Again, as I said earlier, John is very instrumental from 22 years ago on helping us get to where you see us today. He helped us put this thing together. But like he said, this is WoW porn. He's not... I don't have a response to that, except that's a heck of a response. Zach Lothar will try to go for save number 2 here of the 3-run kind. Keber Ruiz, Mason Wynn, Laban Soto are due up. Ruiz 0 for 3, continuing a tough season to start with, but 4 for 7 lifetime against Zach Lothar. 1-0 pitch from Lothar. He delivers. Slaps it to second. Tony Madrano right there. He'll throw to first for 1 out. 1 out now. Mason Wynn, the third baseman, 0 for 2 today. Never faced Zach Lothar before. 2-0 delivery. Into left. That should get down. It does. Wynn will take the wide corner around first and head back. Tigers trying to keep alive here. 5th hit on the day for them. Wynn is aboard now with 1 out. Ghetto Marte comes in as the pinch hitter. And another downside of having to go AI for one of the GMs, because you can't make any of these announcements ahead of time. Ghetto Marte, the 32-year-old from the Dominican. 200 batting average on the season. I think I did, isn't it, Cattell? Yes, I did. It's 200 average for Marte. No home runs, 9 RBI for the former Diamondback. He comes in. Meanwhile, peeking over at the Orioles bullpen, Franklin Kilome is starting to warm up and get ready. First pitch is grounded to third, Bluth to second for 1, Madrano to first, in time, 5-4-3, double play, and this ball game is over.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
That is a good way to get this one done. Good work by both sides. The Orioles will go the distance and win this one 3-0 with the eMLB Major League debut of Gene Hughes going pretty solid. He will go. He will shut him out for his 7+ that he goes. and he will earn the victory. It's his first pretty impressive start for Gene Hughes. That was quintessential LB. Yes, it was. Indeed. Let's look at the scores in this one before we call it an evening. Oh, the wife will be thrilled that I'm going to be done here before 9:30. So the Orioles will win their 23rd on the year. 8 hits on the day for the Orioles, 5 for the Tigers scattered throughout the game. Tony Madrano went 2 for 5. He had 2 doubles on the day. Nick Spence was 1 for 4. Buster Bluth 1 for 3. He started the game off with all all the Orioles needed as he got his 6th home run into right field into the wind. Number 99 of Bluth's career is the game winner as he gets 2 RBI on that one. Will Smith was also 2 for 4, and Khalil Lee 2 for 4. He had the RBI, scoring Smith all the way from first. 16 strikeouts for Tigers pitchers today as the Orioles struck out regularly. The only person not to strike out today was Buster Bluth. For the Tigers, nobody had extra base multi-hit games. Riley Green 1 for 3. He had a double. Byron Buxton 1 for 4 with a double. Mason Wynn, Alex Bregman, and Dexter Morgan all with singles in this one. Buster Bluth got his 4th stolen base on the season as well. And then for the pitchers, as mentioned, I got to think Gene Hughes is the player of the game. 7 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs. He walked 3. He only struck out 1, but he did the work pretty economically over 95 pitches in 7+. Again, he got into a bind in the 8th, ran out of gas a bit. Bases were loaded, but Jorge Soto, the answer, pitches a perfect 8th inning and leaves the bases loaded, gets the job done. Zach Lothar comes in for the 9th inning, allows a hit, but that is it. He will get his 2nd save. We have seen both of his saves here on the game of the night. Griffin Roberts will take the loss. He goes 2 innings, gives up 2 hits, 2 earned runs. That home run to Buster Bluth is the reason for the L, but he did strike out 5 in that 2+ innings of work. Then Framber Valdez comes in as the follower afterwards. 6 innings of work, 5 hits, 1 earned run, walked just 1 and struck out 9. He was feeling it with the strikeout pitch. He threw 100 pitches through 6 innings of work. David Leal allowed a hit but struck out 2 to get a clean 9th inning. I've got to think it is Hughes, and it is. Gene Hughes gets the player of the game. Congratulations to the 22-year-old from Peabody, Mass, getting his first victory of his major league career. Let's look at the action around the league to call for the day before we call it a night. The Blue Jays won an afternoon action 4-3 against the Braves. Ty Buttrey gets the win in relief. The Braves took a they were down 2-1, took a 3-2 lead going bottom of the 9th, and the Jays will get the 2 back to win it walk-off fashion, 4-3. The Rays will defeat the Indians. Hey!
Just got back from Ren Fair.
Well, hope you had a good time at the fair. Thank you very much for checking in, Jake. Twins 34, tier 2 sub, which means he gets a +3 to his account. Thank you very much. 16 months subbed to the channel. We appreciate that. Rays win against the Indians 4-2. Doc Luger gets his 4th win on the season, defeating the sidearm slinger Nick Sandlin 4-2. Drew Mendoza and Jared Galnick with home runs for the Rays. The Phillies will defeat the Rangers 7-4. Simeon Woods Richardson will get his 7th win on the year. The former Ranger faces his old mates and runs them down. He might have a terrible ERA in the mid-6s, but 7-1 now on the season for him. He had help from Brandon Dieter And Alex Canario hits his 10th home run on the year. Game of the night, you saw Orioles defeating the Tigers 3-0. Buster Bluth with a 2-run homer in the first inning. And Gene Hughes goes 7+ innings to get his first career win in his first ever Major League start. Royals defeat the Yankees 14-3. Corbin Coe earns his 6th home run. The Crazy Coach will go raid over to Crazy Coach after this. Coach wins his 6th of the season for the Royals, winning 14-3. Lucas Parker gets his 6th home run on the season, the 2025 Rookie of the Year. Meanwhile, Jack Peterson, another community-created player. Jack Peterson hits a home run, his 4th on the year, and the Twins will defeat the Rockies 11-0. Emerson Hancock gets his 5th win on the year. Joe Machado falling to 0-5. White Sox defeat the Angels 10-1. First loss on the year for shoeless Sean Clisby. He will take the loss. Now 5-1. Ian Happ, the free agent acquisition, as well as Joey Bess with his 5th home run on the year for the White Sox. Mariners defeat the Athletics 3-2 in extra innings with 100-mile Kenny Giles getting the victory in that one. Now 1-0 on the year for Giles. To the National League, Astros destroy the Marlins 12-0. Corbin Martin gets his 5th win on the year and had a lot of offensive help. 5 home runs from the Astros today helped the Astros win their 30th on the season. Nationals defeat the Pirates 3-2. Ty Madden gets to 6-0 on the year. Andrew Dahlquist earns his 10th save on the season. No help for Cody Koshin, who'll take the hard luck loss. He's 1-4 on the year with a mid-5 ERA. Reds will defeat the Cubs 8-2. Lance McCullers Jr. earns his 5th win on the year. You could always create a new player, Pug. Could always do that. Reds defeat the Cubs 8-2. Lance McCullers Jr. earns his 5th win on the year. Had a little help from Jonathan India, who hit his 3rd home run on the season. Red Sox will shut out the Cardinals 3-0. Pablo Lopez cuts his ERA down by a full run. Mookie Betts hits his 11th home run of the season as the Red Sox defeat the Cardinals 3-0. Mets will defeat the Diamondbacks 5-1. The Polar Bear, Pete Alonso, 15 home runs on the year, helping Madison Bumgarner get win number 2 on the season. Brewers defeat the Padres 7-1. Walker Buehler becomes a 5-game winner, 5-0 on the year. He had help from Ryder Jones, who had 2 home runs on the day, 4 on the season for him. And finally, behind my big old head, you got the Giants shutting out the Dodgers 2-0. Both sides had 4 hits. Jandy Ronson gets his 7th win on the season, but 2 of the hits for the Tigers were solo shots. That's the 2 runs they scored. Matty Toke and Jean Carini, community-created player Jean Carini, gets his 1st on the season. Thought I just heard something. Might be just me. All right, I will advance real quick. We'll check injuries. Then I will do quick simming all offline. And again, as a reminder, I'm taking 2 weeks off. I will not be returning to simming until September 25th. That's the next time we will do eMLB, and it will be your traditional coffee with the commish, I think. I'll let you know otherwise. Appreciate that, Tim. And yeah, there's a reason you end up in Miami as the number 2 pick that way. Yes. All right, so let's see. Quick note on injuries. Rowdy Jordan, sinus infection. We knew about Jeff Newkirk. Danny Smith Jr. has a day-to-day injury with a back tightness, but nothing serious. Meanwhile, hamstring soreness for Andrelton Simmons. He might just need a day, and he should be fine from there. No major transactions, just a couple of waiver claims. Thank you. We're looking forward to it. It's long overdue. Again, it's technically our 6th wedding anniversary, but we've never had a trip on our own, so you have no idea how thrilled and excited we are. All right, so I will get us started. I believe the Stats Plus is updating. Yep. So I will start to advance this, get us ready to send you over to the craziest coach we know. Let him know he won today. He'll be a happy boy. Yeah, I see Sadie here with those crafty percentage minus year contract extensions. Yep. Damn OOTP. Back to the litter box I go for 2 weeks. Fluffy Kitty Ninjas do assassinate, and you're looking at their victim. So next time I can find some glue and tape. I'll put my head back on straight, and we will be back in front of you. That will not be for 2 weeks. We won't be back until September 25th. We'll miss you. We hope you will miss us, and we hope you will be ready for eMLB action when we return. We'll be finishing the month of May, heading into June, and getting prepped for the 2026 eMLB Amateur Draft. It will be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. Remember, how you think directs your life. When you think your best, you're going to be your best. So please go and do your best. We hope to see you again very soon. Here comes the raid. Let's go say hi to the coach and let him know, hey, coach, you won tonight. We'll see you soon. See you in a couple weeks. We'll be in the Discord occasionally, but, you know, we're going to have plenty of fun. We'll miss you guys. We'll see you all soon, and we hope to see you back here in a couple of weeks for more eMLB baseball. Thanks. Take it easy. Peace.
You jackass!